puta madre, ¿pero qué pasa? Ay, no, ¿qué puse? Ah, ahora sí. Ahora sí está en 1080. Oh, me estás cargando. No, me tenés que estar jodiendo, la concha de tu madre. Hello, Salman Alam. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you, amigo? TTV Genshin. Yes, I'm TTV now. TTV with the controller on screen. How are you, bro? I see. I'm good. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Yourself. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm just testing this program for stream at 1080p. You know, full HD is basically. So I'm just testing this. I'm going to I'm going to test Apex later, and I don't know. Oh, the RGS is now on stream now. I want to see that. I want to see the RGS. Let me see the RGS. LGS NA North America. Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. What weapon you using and mic? I'm using the mic or my mic. You don't know. This is a Red Dragon Ilas. Look at this. Red Dragon Ilas. And the camera is a generic camera, so it's not the best camera, you know. It's a cheaper camera. It's, all cheaper. The headphones. My mic is on these headphones. Look, right, Brown Ilas. These ones. So cheaper. Looks good. Yes, it's just for it's not for competitive, but if you want to hear music and play some games, these headphones are cheaper and good. Also, I have a RGB. It's good. Yes, Red Dragon. Who is here? 100 Tips, CLG, Dark Zero, Luminosity. I know Luminosity. They are from Mexico, I think. This guy is here, Luminosity Gaming, is from Mexico. They speak Spanish. I thought he was Argentina. Oh, they're on game now. No, these guys, Luminosity, are from Mexico.
tomar eso, güey.
Tranqui, gastó otra ulti. Nosotros.
Fíjate,
Fíjate,
¿y otras?
No puedo.
Aquí 2x4.
Wait, I don't understand.
Voy por las balas, voy por las balas.
Acá hay más
Who's
balas.
playing here?
Ya nos quitaron ese spot. Creo que la dona estaba libre, ¿no? ¿La dona está libre?
Nico, agarra esta mira.
Wait, they are not in the same team. No.
¿También hay gente?
Let me see again.
Caminando, o sea, nos tiramos a la verga.
Toma el globo, güey.
¿Globo?
Sí,
Luminosity.
le di al Pathfinder. Tómalo ya.
¿Es Pathfinder o no?
Toma. Sí, es un Pathfinder.
¿Para dónde llegamos?
A las casas.
What are playing these guys? Oops, sushi.
Aguas si hay gente, no sé.
No hay. Los que estaban por acá tomaron esto y tomaron eso. Nosotros vamos a jugar todo esto de aquí, güey. Toda esta zona.
Chania, Nisul, Jaguares, Prestigio.
Aquí.
Para tú dices
70.
Entonces, ¿qué?
Pensé que el güey me estaba botando verano. Hay 2 estrellas aquí adentro.
Vean la
What the
casa donde me voy a
fuck?
dar yo,
I don't understand.
Está luz. En vez de estar haciendo eso, tapa esto, güey. Tapa esas 2 puertas. En caso de que podamos lifiar a alguien que caiga por acá, güey.
¿Quieres que yo juegue esta casa o cuál?
Quiero que hagan espacio, güey. Tomen esto de aquí, así, solamente haciendo presencia, güey.
Sí,
Quiero que lo hagan ver como que son 2 equipos.
voy a ponerme aquí en esa piedra. O bueno, no te creas, me pongo más de más atrás. Voy a tapar estas casas.
Si nos cagamos, tal vez sí está aquí, Hay una
Sí, puede ser. Pero no, si no
Sí,
hubiera
estamos
más
bien,
gente.
güey. Estamos bien. Este es un lugar. Volando. Hacia acá. Cayeron aquí, güey. Jungle Gym.
Voy a mirar por 2x4.
Güey, flecha el de arriba.
No spamies muchas balas, Intenta ser inteligente con las balas, tú porque muchas rifle pegaste de 2 en 2.
Acá hay más,
Tráelas si puedes eso. Tira cosas y trae loot, güey, de donde encuentres.
No, es que ahorita no hay.
No vayas a perder muchos recursos, güey.
¿No viste sets por ahí tú?
Me importa mucho la gente que está volando, güey. Cayó un equipo aquí adentro.
Voy al fondo a lootear, acá atrás.
La gente, cualquier equipo que se caiga aquí lo tenemos que matar.
Sí, todo, a quien sea que caiga. Tenemos que buscar muy agresivamente aquí a la gente, güey. Muy agresivamente.
Güey, si tú ves ahí de eso, avísame si ves gente, güey. Me los marcas para voltear.
Ve más que nada por derecha de eso.
Sí,
Yo lo que puedo ver es más o menos como de aquí hasta la izquierda.
I'm going for
Güey,
a soda.
si de eso podrías hasta lootear los bits que están ahí.
No.
Aquí no quiero cruzar, güey.
Si alguien muere, pues para llevarlo.
Está bien.
Hay gente acá, donde estábamos nosotros.
Tú cargas tu escudo, ¿no, Tulas?
¿Cómo?
Tú cargas tu escudo.
Sí.
Hay gente aquí donde le puedes pegar, allá.
Solo me interesan las balas que vuelan. Aquí viene uno volando. Están cayendo.
Abajo, güey, abajo.
Estoy haciendo challenge, pendejo.
Voy a hacerme esta piedra, amigo,
Sí, no.
Aquí tengo muy buen fetiche.
Aquí veo un ulti decir, güey. Cuidado, no estés perdiendo tantos por esto.
Dale. Sí, esos pendejos me tienen mucho pick. Mejor no aguanto.
Sí, no. Tienes que piquear el lado.
Piquea donde tú tengas la ventaja, güey. No hagas sigo challenge.
Aquí ya se están limpiando. Aquí donde yo sé podrá sacar una kill a alguien de ustedes.
Ve con él. necesitas que real una banda.
Por aquí está fácil pasar la gente, pues, es un llano.
Sí, de hecho aquí estoy viendo la puerta. Mira si me suba al techo o qué.
Pues si tú quieres un cómodo, pues regresar.
Ahí sí no puedo, me puede estar teniendo con la puerta.
Esto puede polear todavía para nosotros, Cuidado, aquí dispara.
No sé, no vi. No tengo base, para que sepan, güey, a la ni una.
Ok, si vienes acá yo te consigo uno. Digo, tengo
¿Tú
dos.
tienes ahí?
Tengo dos bandas.
¿Qué ocupas?
Vale. No tengo ni una.
No, güey, es que me quedan dos baterías, dos chiquitos.
Yo
Soy
te
chiquito,
tiro otros dos cells, yo también. Dale una mano y te tiro cells.
Dale. Ahorita me las das.
Yo no voy a picar tanto, güey. No sabía nada.
Sí, güey, también mídanse con sus nets y escudos.
Vamos a ver dónde cierra, güey.
Voy a subirme al techo mejor,
De hecho, te pueden dar, a mí ahorita me dicen.
Pero no pierdas muchos hits. No pierdas muchos hits. Porque
Sí, yo creo
si
que
entramos sin nada vamos a estar jodidos. Porque si no pega con nosotros ya tenemos que hacer.
No, de hecho no va a tocar con nosotros. Lo más seguro es que puede ser esta de aquí abajo, güey, o la que está aquí en la banda, güey.
Pues voy a joder hasta que vienen, van volando, voy para atrás, rompí a uno, no sé si vengan, pero van volando, pues la verdad me voy a echar.
Aquí hay un refresh morado, güey. Tenemos zona, güey. Tenemos muy buena zona. Siento que es esta, mira. Ahí cierra atrás de la roca que estamos al lado.
Sí, al final
Esta caja tiene refresh, güey.
si no nos llega tan alto, no podemos volar y poner el cúpulo, voy a seguir estando en la espalda yo. Ah, chinga, volaron, pero cayeron ahí los bots, güey.
Tú cuida ahí, güey. Los de la rampa lo más seguro es que jueguen su lado por allá, güey.
Sí, pero no se puede, Yo tengo lanes. No, está muy difícil, güey. Se fue del otro lado del edificio. Cayó del otro lado.
Hay una 2x4, güey. Los de la rampa ya se recorrieron un poquito por atrás.
Un equipo volando, voy para atrás.
Dale. No. De hecho, creo que no hay ulti que te lleve aquí o sí, o sea, no, está demasiado alto.
No, pero si pueden caer voy para atrás de nuevo.
Les llegaron por la entrada de medio de túnel.
Sí, chance y al final pelean estos, güey, porque van a tener que entrar.
Aquí hay 2 estrellas,
¿Cómo quitar? Ya los vi, güey. Chance y si se pusieran de este lado, güey.
Sí, la banga lo va a puchar sí o sí, güey. Sin pedo.
Verga, que hay un scout. Uy, me robaron una aquí, cabrón. No, cabrón, me la robaron. Me llevé una.
Buena. Si quieres roba kills con ya se cerró, ya no puede.
Me la van a llevar. ¿Qué me la dan, güey?
¿Cómo ves a los de la rampa, güey?
Pues ni los veo, güey. Sí, están hasta el final del hasta el final, 2, 3. Pero lo raro es que no se asoman así. Están comiendo pito, güey, pero neta, güey. No me dieron mi kill.
No tenemos zona,
Uy, están comiendo pito. Sí, lo hacemos. No, pero
Toca jugar esta orilla, güey. ¿Sabes qué podríamos hacer? Güey, me dan ganas de hacer presión para que el Sir gaste su ulti, güey. Nada más como baitear que voy a pushar para que el Sir gaste la ulti, güey.
Y caemos en globo.
¿Caemos en globo en dónde? No, mi idea es limpiar este team y quedarnos a Kira, güey. ¿Cómo ven? Aquí.
Por eso, ¿no podemos caer en globo y le llegamos por en la pendeja? ¿O crees que...?
No creo, tenemos doble ulti, güey. Los podemos limpiar en un segundo.
va.
Pero lo único que quiero es que utilice su...
Podemos
Nada más voy a hacer finta, nada más voy a hacer finta. Quiero que gaste la ulti el Sir, güey.
peleando, güey. 87.
Les tenemos que dar el 3 a 3 a estos vatos, ¿no, güey? Va de una, ok, antes de que se haga más tarde. Voy a lanzar mi ulti. Muy buena ulti. Se tienen que mover los vatos. Valkyria ahí. Hay que ganarle, sí. No. Aguas. Ahí tienes ulti de Caustic. Te cubro. No, fue mía, perro. ¿Cómo puta? ¿Cómo tuve ese puto error de la cúpula? Puta madre, güey. Sí, güey, sí, me faltó un segundo, güey. Ay, güey, no, güey, la cagué horrible, güey. ¿Cómo me va a pasar eso, perro? No te...
Güey, ¿cómo verga que no me la estaba matando?
¿Van a tirar, seguro? ¿Tengo que llegar con ustedes?
No voy ni verga, güey, qué mierda.
Sí, curante, estamos bien, güey.
Estamos bien, tranquilo.
Estabilísimo.
¿Cuántos somos, va?
Sí, es mío.
No creo que empuje.
Yo no tengo nada para curarme.
Estamos bien.
Vamos a aguantar poquito.
Toma.
ahorita estamos-
Te tiro dos saltos.
Dale, yo ya no tengo nada,
Aquí a mi izquierda. ¿Le pueden dar?
Dame chance, sí. Dale, sí.
3, 2, 1.
27.
Tira eso, tiro.
Eso en el aire.
¿Estamos los tres en scan?
Güey, acá, amigo. Uno voltea a la derecha, otro a la izquierda, güey.
Yo estoy con la derecha.
60.
84 flex.
Bueno.
Aquí. En mi marca, güeyes.
Güey, lo va a querer revivir.
No lo veo, no importa. Enfoca los que tenemos nosotros, güey.
Vamos, pendejos.
¿Cuántos son? Hay uno a la derecha también, hay uno a la derecha.
Me quedan 2 cuadritos nada más.
Vamos a matar a los de la derecha, creo, amigo.
Sí, tenemos que hacerlo.
Si pones wall por enfrente, está ahí los
No tenemos.
10%.
Aguanta, en cuanto lo tengas. No voy a tener mi ulti,
Yo ya tengo ulti.
Ok. Sí, yo creo que de una vez ya tengo el gol.
Ok. Déjame las ulti.
Simón. ¿Dónde quieres el gol?
No, güey, dejemos de hacer mis balas.
Aquí.
Ponlo.
Aquí 121. Avanza usted, se puede.
Swingueo por derecha.
Acá. Nada más.
Sigue abriendo por derecha, güey.
Dale.
No los veo, sigue aquí alguien, güey.
Ok, aguanta.
¿Puedes tronar el ulti?
Conmigo. Con Horizon. Se fue con todo Horizon.
Estamos bien aquí, güey.
Ocupo el luto.
Sigan caminando. Creo que va a haber gente aquí abajo, y vamos a tener que pelear por ahí abajo.
No tengo para curar.
Vamos a tener que pelear ahí abajo, güey.
No tengo nada.
Humos.
Cuidado.
Aquí estamos safe, güey.
Nos dice mierda.
¿A quién es? ¿Izquierda?
Aguanta, aguanta.
Sí,
Sí.
izquierda, aquí enfrente, aquí enfrente.
Ok, entonces presionamos esto, tú las ven aquí conmigo.
Dale, dale, dale.
Ah, están los tres viendo, güey.
Aquí no tienes nada para curarme, güey.
No, pero todavía podías jugar ahí. ¿Los que dijiste que estaban en una bala eran ellos?
Sí, dejé uno one shot, güey, al otro lo rompí. Pero pues nos tardamos, güey, igual.
6 puntos.
Nomás vi el cal. Pero ese mierda, pero feo, güey. A uno le pegué 180 y al otro le pegué 190. ¿Qué hace?
Won that contest, albeit no KP.
And I will say as well that Luminosity knew they were waging war today. They were expecting to contest, and you can tell by the legend selection. Picking up Bangalore, Bloodhound, and Horizon, those are 3 legends you pick up when you are going to fight with no real way to set yourself up. It isn't a power position. It isn't a Rampart or a Newcastle or a Watson to keep you defended. It is a go, go, go comp. And Optic, they've chosen something perhaps a little bit more standard as they run up near where Dark Zero just left off. We'll see whether they're coming here too early or not, or if Dark Zero have already made their way out.
We talk about potentially some second pickings. Granted, plenty of information and already that round 1 closing coming through. We know for a fact that Dark Zero is one of the fastest looting teams coming out of North America. So Optic, if they have that same kind of knowledge, should know that they have already made themselves well and far away. I mean, we are talking north of Lagoon here. They are absolutely ripping across the map.
They're so far, dude. Like, who does this? How is that possible? And yet, here it is on our screens. Dark Zero have a pretty easy time traversing the map. They don't have that many attachments. What they do have landing over at Mill is a heck of a lot of shields to work with. And so their rotation up towards Stormcatcher should afford them plenty of time to set up and maybe even take this fight with Oxygen. Enemy pokes his head out a little too far, finds himself with a surprise spot, and Hale repeats the mistake, dropping down. That's the one purple you had, Oxygen, and it's gone. So's your IGL. They gotta head for the hills.
Now left up to enemy there will quickly be pushed upon, and you think for a second that Oxygen, especially on that Trident, have the early advantage and actually take this spot away from Dark Zero. They are so quick to test the limits of this roster.
That was a big surprise and not a happy one. Going down like that, Oxygen never really got a chance to fight, and Dark Zero now have height, and I will say tenuous height, as this is technically just below Stormcatcher, but a powerful and flexible position when it comes to planning out their next moves. Notably, Dark Zero have chosen not to run something like the Valkyrie, however, and so if you are stuck on the low ground, it's going to be a problem.
Now, I will say this zone and what we have potentially started to see thus far can cater, though, to this low ground, to this choke that you currently see Zero looking at here. And granted, they're not going to have that high ground position of Storm Point, but I will say with Zero, of course, on this Bangalore, we talk about line of sight. It's always going to be relatively safe if he manages those smoke cooldowns, keeps Zark Zero on top of it. For now, though, we're going to take their time. Some slim pickings, some shots in the distance, send our spiders home. I don't know where they go after they die, but it ain't heaven.
For those of you at home perhaps unaware, Zephyr is terribly arachnophobic. And so he does not have a high opinion of the spiders. And honestly, Dark Zero doing you a favor, making sure that they don't stick around for too long. 100 Thieves down here on the low ground, they're gonna know this was happening, but again, not landing at Mill, not having the benefit of this powerful POI that Dark Zero picked up. 100 Thieves don't have that much in the way of ability to fight and have to pick their next spots very carefully. I like height outside of Lagoon. It's actually going to put you in a good position to maybe farm up some of those white shields and put yourself on higher health pools.
Wow. We pull away from deep into the heart of our zone, and we take a look, of course, at tripods on their rotation, but Optic still here trying to capitalize on that replicator. We know they've got these sight lines. Potentially a 3-2-1, potentially caught someone out if they can.
As Mick Merckx drops to the ground, I find myself wondering what Tripod's plan is, for it surely can't be to stick around An immobile Seer on the ground already. Gent up on height means they're farming some shields up, but Tripods want to rotate past this. That's what their actions are telling us. Moving themselves over towards Prowler Island and even beyond, following along in that path of Dark Zero and forcing Optic to take the southern route.
I like this. Gent on this high ground, constantly pressuring this one out. Even forces that Dark Veil, as you can clearly see there. It's going to grant Tripod, hopefully, their next move forward, whether it be back out through the village on north side or potentially following up right behind the likes of Optic themselves. I will say, though, they've got plenty of time, right? We're talking round one close with Prowler Island to the north, still well and applicable for a rotation.
Yeah, and in Zone 1, you can tank things up for quite a long time. I appreciate this move from Nick, just making sure that their sides are clear, Optic aren't coming back in, and it's a quick hit on the Replicator to continue moving forward in the game plan for Tripods. Replicator's so vastly important. What they won't expect, though, is that CCE seem to be rotating in negatively towards Millage, and this is going to catch a lot of teams off guard. It may very well catch Tripods now.
Now, obviously, maybe not quite as in a dominant position of health. We may see a... Whoa! What?
That's the catching off guard that we talked about. Caught crafting shields, no way out. Gent's gonna get back up, insta Dark Veil, but he's got to pop a syringe now as Nick attempts to disengage. You need time as Tripods, and time is something that CCE are not keen on giving you. The drop onto Sauce, though, reverses the flow of events, and Hambino has to take high ground. CCE Uchinix fumble the ball for a second, and Tripods are right back in the game.
These are guys who go up against the best just as much as anyone else here. Merc's pushing forwards, got that med kit attuned, but he's also giving response on the other side. But those are syringes, and Jed's more than happy to find Shinny and bring them down.
That's two members of CC Uchinix down. Hambino is headed for the hills, or more specifically, Prowler Island, as he makes his way out. But it is a big mistake that cost CC Uchinix a massive amount in the points, in the kills, in the tempo, and now in their impact towards the late game, as they have just a solo. Not something that you want to see, especially during those zones 3 and 4. Now, the rest of the map on this side is pretty clear, and a Trident to get Tripods out to safety and all the closer towards our next ring is a great move from them.
Still, though, it is delayed. A lot of their time spent holding out Optic and then contested by CCE there will prevent them from having some of the best positions when we start to talk about that next zone here. It's something that currently in the river center doesn't really push them back thus far, but once they start getting Goon, the Warfor, or that Cascades no-name could hold them back.
Not a whole lot of squads going to be approaching from the south this time around. Many teams have elected to move themselves up through Cascade Falls, even through Command Center, to try and get a power position over by Stormcatcher. So as Tripods do rotate in, they're going to be mirrored by a few squads, and you have time to take these fights. Clear your back as Crust does go down. 100 Thieves picking up that initial knock. Crust should be difficult to recover, as reses are going to be few and far between during the course of these next couple minutes. Rise own the respawn beacon all the way out into the eastern side, and 100 Thieves have done more than enough, farming up their Evo shields and picking up a kill.
They'll take themselves back to Lagoon for now, set themselves up for height, wait this one out, see exactly where that next zone goes. But, I mean, between the two of us, we know it pulls up towards that Stormcatcher area. The decision-making and how this rotation will come through will be absolutely crucial when we discuss the future. Now, granted, seems like we've got some respawns coming through here. Choke on the charge, but not quite the knock.
Yeah, I think he might go down. Crust, no! He falls again. It was the instant respawn, but the finish hasn't oh, never mind, the finish happens. There we go. Yuri picks it up. 100 Thieves, 2 for the price of 1.
Well, I mean, at this point, I talk about next rotation. If you've already confirmed that they are guaranteed to be a duo there, might be some free KP lying in wait. We will have to see how SCS try to hold this one off. Now, granted, not completely alone. Any kind of fight that would potentially start up here does run the risk of that third party, and even Zero's starting to extend himself.
This is quite a bit. Kubsky whipping out the Bloodhound today. Finds the fight alongside Noxious. Presley goes low, and Kubsky's got to be here to put up the defense. Finds a knock onto Vayne, but he gets taken down by 2 clean wingman shots to the dome. And the clutch up from Aiden is ludicrous, unhinged, as this man's wingman does not miss.
It's a good chunk of damage there, and Vayne back into it, but it doesn't come without the defense of Reeds being knocked out of this one here. You gotta hope the Moby is in play, maybe even potentially wrap that one up there. I know for a fact you try to play this out towards Stormcatcher, and there is no way you're pulling thirds. Meanwhile, though, Luminosity, Energy looking to be at a down set.
Last match today was a big problem for NRG. They need to make a recovery, and they need to make a recovery now. Yanya disengaging for the moment, wants to bring that fundamental Apex Legends back to the hands of Luminosity, what they were so well known for just last split. They're playing it slow and safe, taking out the Zero, but Yanya rounds the corner, finding a shield break, but going down himself to Gilderson's.
Gilderson's now on the back end, though, bringing this to a 2v2. It isn't as balanced as you think. Jaguars is also just as low, turning the cover. Nasal will follow suit here. It's left up to 1, and Energy defend as 2.
Who is this man? Gilderson's saving NRG in a way that he has not done for the past couple match days. This is a massive turnaround for them, and a big elimination to pick up as Luminosity are no more. Drop in Gaming don't get the third party, and everything has changed on a dime.
Here's the problem, though, Dia. We are still well and far away from good placements. There might be the time to rotate out of this one, pull Sweet back into it, but just as I was discussing with Glitch above them in Command Center, it does get easier, and they don't even have Banner.
Still needing to make their way back to recover that. They got a team in front and a team behind. Good pressure out of Nathan to keep this squad running, and Gilderson's, if anyone, will have the best chance of recovering Sweet. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to go for here, pressuring up against Drop in Gaming, who absolutely know this is coming, and that's the call off. You do not want to press the 2v3.
Bit of a shame there. Meanwhile, Optics versus Tripods. We talk about delay of action. They still manage to meet up from behind. Deeds will finally find what he is owed. Dropped, found knocked behind the rock. A swing in from the Mercs man himself to find next knockdown.
Optic down to just 1, and it's been such a troublesome series for them, being pushed out of their landing zone by Luminosity, who they have now outlived, but there's no placement points coming in just yet. There's no real victory here, just a Pyrrhic one, and so Optic have to hold on to this high ground, at least find themselves a point, or all of this struggle will have been for nothing. Zephyr, Tripods looking to make it that way, round the corner up top, taking down another one, and Nox goes 1v3 for the last time as he gets shut down.
A perfect wipe here from Tripods, set in stone from the very beginning. Hunters trailing their prey all the way from the west side, finally capitalize. I have to say, plethora of action has taken place though on our south side. 100 Thieves gone, SCS gone. The tracking through from Tripods here, capitalizing on potentially one more squad.
Dark Zero continuing to farm it up as well, but take a look at this. Xset facing off with NRG sandwiched in between them and Drop in Gaming. We've got a Rampart in the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the legend that I was looking forward to seeing innovated in North America for this match day, and we've seen this before coming over from EMEA, but it's been so infrequent when we pop over into NA that I'm glad to see a team at the top pulling it out.
Tell you what, there we just barely see Energy go out. It's actually defended by Xset with those angles, but they might be able to pick this one up from the opposite side. Sykes potentially looking for access as well. This is huge though. We can see the zone currently. We know this kind of pull caters heavily towards where Xset are currently positioned. If they can take out Drop in Gaming here, they would be the most dominant squad set for the end game.
A couple shots coming in from the north means that, of course, Xset are going to have to take a step back, and it's a dangerous position for them. Running that Rampart, They do look good when they're
But
able to set up
to
appropriately.
see the
However, they
RTAs and
also
these
run the
people
risk of not being
just,
able to make those big plays with catalyst walls that can be so important
competitive.
in the
It's-
end game. The nice
it's
thing
funny.
is,
It's funny to see this.
the nice thing is that Xset do have the ring coming over to them, and so as
You
drop
miss
in game
close of
do
the video.
need
I
to
miss
press
my-
up
I
here.
miss my
Xset gotta
account,
watch
no?
their backs.
I miss my account. My
Dropping gaming,
for,
obviously glitch
20
right alongside him. It doesn't get
24,000
any
kills
easier, but I'll
with
tell you,
the
it's worse for
finder,
teams from below.
my
Dark
80
Zero,
80,000
moments ago,
kills,
finding knocks onto tripods, looking to finish up, but they
8,000
lose access to this
kills
door.
with-
1,
with
2, 3,
raid.
4, break it down.
I miss
Maybe
my
find some
account.
more, but nothing lies ahead of Jen Burton just yet.
Takes a lot of time to work your way through those catalyst reinforced doors.
I miss my
Tripods
heirloom also.
recuperating at the
My
moment.
God.
Xset holding it down inside this building. This
My
building, likely
heirloom.
where this zone is ending. Anybody who owns this, be it Glitch Energy, be it Xset, have great shots at finding the win, but drop in. They've found a great position themselves.
These are two spots that are almost simultaneously used, and Xset can't really step out anymore, especially now that Glitch, of all teams, has managed to close the distance and take this hideaway. I do think it is a little too early. Noticeably, you can already see the shots coming through from Stormcatcher, capitalizing on that position. But I'll tell you what, once this zone closes in, this will be absolutely incredible for them to play, even as a duo.
Now, as Glitch, you really do need those sightlines to be cut off, and as Dark Zero, you are farming right now. We talked about how verticality was their weakness, but having already found their way up to the top of this first zip line, they now get to play Gatekeeper, saving that catalyst wall for their rotation in, the Bangalore smokes alongside it, and really taking their time and setting up for what is going to be a very difficult push, Zephyr, because as good as Dark Zero have done so far today, exiting Stormcatcher over into this western building is going to take down a lot of teams.
So many of our squads forced to either drop out of POI direct or compete into the face of the buildings that lie ahead. Notably, E8, the squad that currently has the best or closest rotation to the edge of the eastern side of that zone. Granted, Team Inters and Dark Zero well and will be available to potentially come up behind and usurp that spot, but it's going to be close.
Looking out for tripods on the low ground as well. One of the few teams that can rotate in from the north. CLG gonna try a different approach right now with a Valkyrie ultimate. A risky attempt here, but if it works, they're gonna be the last ones laughing. So let's see how it works out for CLG as they are dropping almost directly on top of GE, finally turning tail, heading for the tree, but they've got a team coming up behind them. A team in front. CLG have nowhere to go.
I can't
That's
believe they've even
a
found
really
a
bad
second
play.
of survivability here, right on the corner. CLG have threaded the needle of the Valk ultimate. Rolling Thunder
many
coming
people
down
are
doesn't
there.
even do a lick of damage, and they're safe.
Can't say the same for Glitch Energy up top. They're being sent on by Team Inters. Jet capitalizing for now. As down on the low ground, it's Dark Zero versus E8. A catalyst wall separating these two teams. A sliver of ferrofluid, but Jen Burton's eats shots from CLG as the catalyst wall drops. Everyone is in the line of fire, and Dark Zero have to commit to the low ground to take on their nemesis. Rambo's knocked into the zone by a stray frag. Oh, nice! Eliminating E8 and dying himself to the zone.
One more
my
position up there at the
God.
hands of a man who claimed it before. It's still not quite enough, though. 5 teams left in the lobby competing for this building. Drop in Gaming, now knowing that the back end is completely clear, are more than happy to usurp this from CLG.
2 members down, still a solo around CLG. Ah, there we go. Retain enough points in this lobby to at least be proud of what they accomplished in
My
game
God.
1. But all the teams that remain, they hunger for more. Tripods as a duo on the low ground.
Rumble
Them
in
most of
Dark
all.
Zero. Yeah. You see that? You see that?
Absolutely
That's
in
fucking
love
crazy.
with this position from Tripods right now, but this building is going to be in access for so long. And we talk about that height currently up and held by Glitch right now.
Goodness.
There's not really a lot of space that they have to play with, they have to work with. That big smoke, that big move is crucial, but Drop In will come up through.
The wide swing is so early as well that drop in, mitigating the risk of being third party. Despite can't go on too long though. The first knock onto Gent. Stunny needs to stay up here. And it stops, does take a second, popping the shield bad. It's all about finishing this fight as quickly as possible for Drop In Gaming. They lose one, however, and now this becomes more dangerous. Tripods go down. Quick res onto Crook may be enough because Exet and Glitch, they're not contesting this.
Vayne doesn't have any heals. That is something that is evident to me at this point. Sitting on quite literally one. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, where did that come from? Where did that damage appear? Whatever it may be, it was apparently incredibly close for Glitch there before that moment. Still though, a stacked situation for Exet and Glitch. If they take any damage between each other, Drop In just climbs up and cleans.
Exet know what they're doing here. They're starting the wall crawl, slowly but surely moving this rampart forward. Sooner than later, though, Glitch Energy are going to have to drop, and Exet would really rather it not be on them. Drop In, starting to take positions forward, get aggressive with the smoke as Glitch drop to the ground, taking out Drop In Gaming, and all but siding and delivering this over to Exet, who now get the cleanest third party of their lives. No digis, and in the smoke, things get chaotic, but it's a 3 versus 1, and Drop In Gaming hit the floor alongside Glitch, serving Exet the first victory of the day.
Trucking.
It was so close there in the end. We talk about it. Had Glitch made any other decision, it could have looked like dire straits for Exet in their final moments. But the threat of the Sheila, the walls, it was all too much to handle as an absolutely incredible launch pace of play for
This
Glitch.
70% of the players, of the professional players, are like kids, you know. But the other 30%
was, as I'd expected to be, one of the more chaotic ones, as B versus C first match tends to be.
Look, it was just my team to watch, just being that much better. Let me just say, congrats to Exet for getting the map 1 victory. Expect nothing less out of you. And
okay, I want to play some Apex. Some games. Let's play some games. The most experienced player. If he have too much years on playing games, oh yeah, I think he had too much experience playing shooters or things like this. If you come from Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and you still playing FPS games today, maybe you're a professional player, you know. You have a percent of to be a professional player. But this guy, Fun FPS, he have experience playing another shooters before Apex, no? Before, after? Oh my god, where is this? The correct word.
Tu muerte.
Let's play something that match. Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch.
Buena suerte, divertíos. Sobrevivir.
Lista para la fiesta. Que empiece la música.
Estoy con vosotros y vosotros conmigo. Y hoy lucharemos. Odín, dame clarividencia.
Usando Garfield.
Cargando mis escudos.
Recargando mis escudos.
De supervivencia. Cortesía.
Recargando. Recargando escudos.
Se ha lanzado un pase de supervivencia. Recargando
Recargando mis escudos.
contacto. Localizado. Granada de fragmentación lanzada. Avanzando. Me ha
What the fuck is wrong with this guy here? I'm going for you, friend, but not now.
supervivencia por cortesía.
Recargando escudos.
Hey, Maruchan. I want a Maruchan now. I want Maruchan. I want a soup. Soup.
Desplegadas. Recargando escudos.
Recargando mis me han visto. Moviéndome. Precaución. Supervivencia por cortesía.
Sentinel. Ah, Graver. Nice.
Humo lanzado.
Marcando los alrededores.
Fuck with me.
Recargando mis escudos.
What the fuck is wrong with this rampa maze?
Hay enemigos en
I'm dead. Ah, you're so fun. Okay, I need to do this rampa 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. I need to keep that rampa every time. Ah, what? What's wrong with the pro there? Why somebody's coming from me? Onto. Okay. Don't worry, bro. See you later.
Avanzando. Me han visto. quién pretendo engañar? Caíste en picado y con las alas rotas.
No, cállate un poco la boca, la concha de tu madre. This gun. Enfocate en lo que te están disparando, pajero de mierda. arma de mierda siempre, loco, la concha de tu madre. Siempre esta arma pija tiene que ser la concha de tu hermano. Ay, Dios. Esto voy a... Ah. No, no puede ser, loco, la concha de tu madre. Puta madre que te parió. Please stop the aim. No. Mierda, loco, es una partida de mierda. Esta la concha de su madre. ¿Qué? Guerrero de las tetas indias. ¿Qué es ese olor a gas? ¿Qué es ese olor a gas? ¿Qué fue? My teammates no están haciendo nada. Son una pija, mis compañeros. Troll. Increíble. Impresionante, chaval.